Thursday, November 17th. We just have a couple of announcements before we get started with counseling. Eli, did you bring us your joke today? Or did you forget?
Yep.
You forgot or you have it?
I do not have it.
Okay. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention is that at 12:20, we're going to use the black piece of paper from the super secret envelope to do a little art activity. You can't see it. So the scratch paper. So you'll need to bring that and something to scratch with. If you don't have, you can use a pencil, you can use a spoon, anything that'll scratch away the black part.
Quarter.
A quarter works. Yeah.
Quarters work well.
So 12:20, we'll do that and listen to the story as we do some scratch art. Okay, so take it away, Ms. Clarke.
Yay, good morning, good morning. I'm so excited to be here with you all. Oh, there's my face real big. So you all have done an awesome job with the chat. So as like a little warm up, have you talked, and there's no right or wrong answer. Have you all talked about gratitude at all yet this month? Can somebody give me like a thumbs up or have we talked about gratitude at all?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah? Sweet. Okay. Can somebody raise their hand if you want to share or remind us what gratitude means? Megan. Oh, you moved. I think I got your name right. Yep.
Gratitude is being thankful for the things and people around us.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to talk about it a bit more today. Thank you so much for helping me out. By the way, I just want to start by saying, please, please, please help me out when I call on people, because it's super awkward when you ask a question on Zoom and it's just like silent, right? So what we're going to do, we know what gratitude is now. We've been reminded. Thank you. We're going to do waterfall in the chat. And I don't know if you all have done this before, but I'm going to ask you a question. And then when I put go in the chat and not before that, I want everybody to put in the chat the answer to my question. Okay, so the question, and we're just thinking right now, we're not typing yet. What is one thing that this morning you are grateful for? Okay, so we're just going to think about it for a second. You can pre-type it if you want, but don't press enter yet. Okay, and go. What are we grateful for? My sister, my mom, my family. Oh, this is wonderful. Sleeping. I'm not sure what the 2 times is, but oh, yeah. Ms. Laws, I am also grateful for students that try their best to participate. Lots of gratitude for family. I love to see that. That's actually going to come up in our lesson today too. All right. So there's Nana. Yep. Awesome. You're gonna have to bear with me because I will be screen sharing and trying to see you all. Okay, so like I said, we're going to talk about gratitude today, and I'm going to try and make that big. Oh, I don't think I shared sound. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so we are going to talk about gratitude, and I think you had that definition perfect. Gratitude is choosing to appreciate the people and things in our lives. Okay, so first we are going to watch a little video kind of like we had last time. I really love these videos because I think it's really neat to hear from kids that are about your age. Some of them are a little bit younger. I think a couple are a little bit older.
I might have accidentally shown this video.
So. No, that's totally fine. There's going to be some overlap.
Okay.
Yeah, just reminders. Only a couple minutes.
What's gratitude? Gratitude is appreciating the things that you get.
Gratitude is being grateful for the people in your life.
Gratitude is being thankful every day.
Gratitude to me is being thankful and appreciative of all the things you have in life.
Gratitude is choosing to appreciate the people and things in our lives.
Why does gratitude matter?
Grateful people are healthier.
Gratitude makes you a better friend.
Did you know gratitude can make you happier?
Gratitude helps me have less stress because Then, since I'm so grateful, I don't have to worry about the past or the future. I can just worry about what I have right now and what I'm grateful for right now in the present.
What does gratitude look like? Gratitude is important because the people around you feel a lot better when you're thanking them for things that they did. It just changes the mood of the atmosphere you're around.
Gratitude to me looks like when I say thank you and please to my mom when she makes my lunch.
Gratitude to me means complimenting each other when someone's down.
Gratitude to me looks like, well, being thankful and appreciating when people help you out.
I like just sometimes texting them or calling them, or for my family, just telling them, and really like sometimes giving them a hug and being like, thank you so much for this or that you do for me. I really appreciate it.
It's your turn. How will you practice gratitude? Because what we practice becomes a habit, and good habits grow character.
All right, it's probably going to play again because it likes to do that. There we go. Okay, so I know that was a review for some of you. I just think that it's great reminders. Bethany Hamilton, does anybody know or have heard of Bethany Hamilton before? It's okay if not. Okay, so Bethany Hamilton is actually a surfer, and she, while surfing, a shark thought she might be a meal. And she ended up losing her arm to that shark. And she's still a surfer, and she is like a public speaker, motivational speaker for people. And I wanted to share this because I think it is really important when we talk about gratitude to clarify that being grateful does not mean that everything's perfect, right? It doesn't mean that we want to belittle the hard things or gloss over them like they're not hard. That's not what it means. It is being able to find kind of those silver linings, right? Those positives. I am sure that it was absolutely life-changing and difficult for Bethany to lose an arm. And she's young too, right? But she's been able to see the positive and continue on, and like it's shaped her life in a really positive way. So she's been able to find kind of some silver linings to a difficult situation. Okay. So we are going to play a gratitude game, and it's kind of long, and the items get a little harder as we go through. So I'm probably going to skip closer to the end. We'll skip some of them as we go. And the sharing always gets a little bit weird. There we go. So for each of the things on the slides, and like I said, we're going to start out easy. I would like you to share what is something you are grateful for. So in this case, something we're grateful for about sunshine. And I would really love it if you feel comfortable to raise your hand and share out. But if you don't, go ahead and put it in the chat, and I'll try to read out some of our chat answers. And we're going to do this kind of quickly. Because sunshine, I think there's lots of reasons to be grateful. Does anybody have one that they would like to share? What does the sun do for us? Oh, we've got a chat. Let's see. Yeah, Lauren, perfect. It gives us light. What else? Do you think, oh, Megan, what do you think?
The energy the sun gives us powers a lot of our technology.
Yes, yeah, solar power for sure. What do you think the planet would be like for all of us if we didn't have the sun? I don't think we'd be here, guys. It'd be so cold.
Yeah, that's what I said in the chat.
Oh, oh, there's 4. You guys got in there quickly. Yep, it would be dark. Oh, the beauty of the sunset and the sunrise. I am with you, Nora. Be cold and lifeless. Yep, we wouldn't be able to survive. It would be dark. It gives us vitamin D, right? So lots of things to be grateful for. And in our life, there are situations where there's things and people that are easier for us to be grateful for than other things, right? So the sun does a lot for us. Family. Now, I know a lot of you this morning said you were grateful for your family. Yep, Nora, plants wouldn't grow. You're right. What specifically are we grateful for our families for? Right? We might all have different things that we're really grateful for. Yep, our family helps us in hard times. they cook for us or maybe teach us to cook. Scrolling through, does anybody want to share out? You can raise your hand if you would like. Mila?
I mean, they basically gave us our life, so
Yeah, it brought you into the world. Yep, grateful that my dad is healthy. Yes, health in our family is definitely something to be grateful for. Yep, grateful for my 94-year-old dad who's always been there for me. That's wonderful. Love, yes. Oh, I wonder, I've noticed when I go in and teach these lessons and talk about this, so I'm wondering if you all are feeling it. Give me a thumbs up if you are. When we think about, like, intentionally think about things that we're grateful for, do you notice that you start to feel happy and like lighter? I can feel that just from all of us sharing this morning. Yeah, awesome. Okay, books. I think books can serve all sorts of different purposes in our life. What are some reasons to be grateful for books? Got one in the chat. Oh, Mila, yeah, that's huge. Surviving cancer. Oh, that's a really hard situation too, right? But
he had it twice actually.
wow. Yeah, so that's a perfect example, right? That's not something we're happy about or grateful that it happened, but we're grateful we found a silver lining, right? We're grateful he made it out of that. Books teach us lots of important things. We can grow our vocabulary by reading. I'm going to share one. Oh, let's see. What do we got? Yes, fun to do in our free time. I'm so glad that was the one I was going to throw out there. Books can teach us a lot, but they're also so fun. You can go to so many different worlds and on adventures and things, right? In a book without even leaving your home. Okay, let's go. Homework. Homework is one of those things I don't think we're like super grateful for on the face of it, right? But can we think of reasons to be grateful for homework? Silence. Let me ask you this. Is it better to make mistakes and mess up on homework or tests? What do y'all think?
Homework.
What was that?
Homework.
Homework? Yeah, it's better to mess up. So homework, I think, oh, I'm missing some chats. Let's see. It will help us later in life. We can learn. A lot of our homework is quizzes and tests. That's true. We can use the skills that we've learned. So my thought, and I guess I am thinking of homework like in a traditional building, but it does give us an opportunity to practice and like make mistakes and figure out what parts we don't know. Okay, let's see. Does anybody have strong feelings about exercise, or do we can skip this one if you want?
Skip.
Skip. Oh, I see a hand up. Do you have anything you'd like to share about exercise?
It's healthy.
Yeah, it's good for us. I also want to throw out there, it can really help you feel better if you're in like a bad mood. Oh, and Nora loves to exercise. Yeah, it can be really good. Vegetables. And while we talk about vegetables, I would love to hear if you have a favorite vegetable. Lauren, I am with you. Running feels really good in the morning. Sometimes it's hard to get up and do it, but I always feel happy when I do. Vegetables help us grow. We've got a vote from Sophia for broccoli. I'm trying to scroll through and make sure I don't miss any hands. I've got a couple broccoli fans here. Beans from Mila. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how good I'm doing. Okay on time. What about spiders? I think for a lot of us, spiders could be an example of something that you don't necessarily like, but you can appreciate, you can be grateful for. Ooh, Mila loves spiders. They do help us. Sophia, do you want to, you can unmute and tell us if you know one or two of the ways that they help us.
They trap bugs and spider webs.
Yep. And they eat mosquitoes. Yeah, that one came up a lot with fourth grade. I didn't know mosquitoes actually pass a lot, or can, not so much here, but in other places, pass diseases around. And so spiders are like superheroes in those areas, right? The world would have a lot of bugs. Yes. Brianna and Megan, you all hate spiders. I hear that, but can you think of reasons to be grateful? Oh, Nora, you have a phobia. We're going to talk about fears in just a minute. All right, it doesn't look like I'm missing any hands. We'll keep going. I'm going to skip. I think this one gets exciting. So this is a really good discussion point. I just want to see. Liam can't think of one. I'm going to stop sharing because I want to be able to see your faces for this. So fears, what are some reasons that we could be grateful for our fears? Mila, what do you think?
I raised my last one for spiders.
Oh yeah, did you want to share? You can.
I was gonna say that if spiders disappeared, all our crops would be consumed by like bugs and stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely true. They serve a really important purpose.
And also, fear is good to keep us from going into dumb situations.
Yeah. So our fear in some cases can help keep us safe. That's a really good point. Fear doesn't always feel good, right? But it can serve that purpose. Vivi, did I say that correctly?
Yes, and I actually wanted to say something about the spiders as well.
Okay, I like it. Let's keep going with spiders.
I live in a place where a lot of spiders and bugs crawl into our place, and my cat, she hunts them down and eats them. So for cat food.
Oh man. Well, I have had cats bring me like mice and birds and stuff. So I guess spiders are low maintenance on your end if your cat is catching them.
Get many mice, so and she doesn't bring the spiders, she just eats them. Protein, I guess.
Yep. So your cat is grateful for spiders. I am probably going to say this incorrectly. Urian?
Kainoa. Actually, I forgot to change my name.
Kainoa. Okay, yep. What do you think? Did you have one for fears or spiders?
Fears.
Yeah. What are you?
Actually, makes you braver because after your fear, you can learn from that fear.
Yes. I'm so glad you brought that one up. Give me a thumbs up if you've had that experience where you were like super scared of something and you overcame it. Has anybody felt that? Yep. Sophia, Ms Laws.
Anything.
What was that?
I'm not scared of anything.
Really? Oof. I am. Yeah, so that feeling is awesome, I think, when you have a fear and you overcome it. And some we don't want to overcome, right? Some of them keep us safe. Do we have anything else we wanted to say about fears? Okay. The other one on our next slide, and I'm not going to share because again, I want to have a discussion about it. Obstacles. So like say you have a plan or a goal, you're working towards something and something gets in the way. I know this one's kind of like abstract and out there, but are you grateful for that? Can you think of a situation where things didn't really go how you planned or there were barriers getting in the way? And when you looked back, you were grateful? I'm going to give an example. So, yeah, Ms. Laws, they taught you to persevere and keep trying. Yes. One thing you all might not know, so Flex school opened early because of the pandemic, a year early. And the pandemic was an obstacle, right, for everyone in a lot of different ways. But I'm grateful, right? I'm grateful that we're here. I'm grateful that we've been here for 3 years. So that's just gives you one example. Obstacles getting in the way and positives that came out of it. Does anyone have an example or a thought? No. Can somebody share with me, either by raising your hand or in the chat, what is something that you have a hard time being grateful for? And we'll try to brainstorm as a class some things, maybe some silver linings or some gratitude for that. So quiet this morning. Spiders. I think we came up with lots of examples for spiders this morning. Really? So you all just feel grateful for everything all the time? That's amazing. Oh yeah, sisters. That can siblings can be hard to be grateful for sometimes. Mila, what is something you have a hard time feeling grateful for?
I have a hard time like showing that I am grateful for the stuff that my parents give me, because of course I am grateful, but I always have had a hard time showing it, and I honestly don't know why.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you think it just feels awkward to like be overly expressive or say thank you?
No, I like, I'm always grateful, and I've never seen it as awkward, but I just have a hard time showing it for some reason.
Yeah, for sure, that can be difficult. Yep. So family, right? I think this is really, I'm just looking at the chat. It looks like family is something that we all, or most of us, shared things that we're super grateful for about our families. But sometimes relationships, right? It's all challenging. It's difficult. People are complicated. So you've all listed family essentially, right? Siblings and parents as something that we were grateful for, and we had lots of examples for why. But then also, sometimes it's a struggle. I think you've brought up a really solid point. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I need to share on the slides. Actually, I will. So I am just going to show you really quickly. On Canvas, there will be in our 5th grade module on the counseling course, there will be this read aloud for you. It's a really cute story, and Miss Pearson reads it. She has, I think, one of the most calming voices to listen to. So I'd recommend checking this out on Canvas. And then there's an activity that will load in there for you where you build a chain, like you can see here in this picture, of little pieces of paper. And on each paper, you're going to write something that you're grateful for. And this can seem like kind of a silly activity, especially if you're not somebody who's into arts and crafts. But I've done this in various different ways before. And I have to tell you, it's kind of cool because when you hit a really rough day and it's hard to think of anything to be grateful for, and you're just feeling grumpy and everything sucks, it is a really neat tool to go back and look at all the things that you wrote that you were grateful for and kind of remind yourself like, oh, it's not a bad month or a bad life. I'm having a bad week or a bad day. And because they're things that you wrote, they're much more meaningful than something anybody else did. Okay, so keep an eye out for those two. I'll get them loaded into Canvas today in our 5th grade module. Okay, and I am just about out of time. I had so much fun hanging out with you all. This is the best part of my job, so thank you. Does anybody have any questions for me before I hop off for the day?
I was just going to say one more thing. I don't know. I'm sure you've said this to the kids before, but if you're ever going through a rough time and you need someone to talk to, Ms. Clarke is here, and this is her job, you guys. So you can ask me to get a hold of her, or you can send her an email, okay? And ask for some time to just talk.
And thank you for bringing that up. Whenever sometimes I'll message kids on Canvas just to introduce myself and say hi. And a lot of times I'll get a response like, am I in trouble? I'm your school counselor, so I can tell you safe, like you're never in trouble if we're talking. It's not about being in trouble. I am just here to help you. I'm not like, I am just a support. So if you get a message from me, don't worry, you're not in trouble.
Can I ask you a question, Ms. Clarke? So one of the things we do is we do virtual prizes for things. And one of the virtual prizes is the kids will like have lunch with me with a group of friends and chat and stuff. And so could we add you to our virtual prizes?
I would absolutely love
Lunch
that.
with Ms. Clarke. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
This
add
whole
it to
group
the
together.
list.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you all. Send me a Canvas message if you have questions or need anything. Yeah. And I'll see you again next month.
All right. And you guys, we're done for today, but for this time, and I'll see you at 10 o'clock. If you have any questions for me, you can stay on.
Bye.
Is that a Starbucks drink you have, Liam? I'm jealous. Is it a hot chocolate?
Yes.
Wow. Mila, do you have a question? You have your hand raised.
Yeah, I have a question. How do you get like one of those prizes?
Well, I will tell you that nobody responded to my, you know how I told you to look up where your coin was from and respond to me?
Mine's from
So whenever I tell you to send me an email for like an extra challenge or something and you do it, I'll probably give you a prize.
I'm done. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How do I find it though?
Well, remember, I just said it out loud. I said, hey, look up your coin and find out where it's from. So you have to go online and look for an image of it that looks like that. You can type in foreign coins and look at the images until you find it. Yeah. All right.
If I still send it to you, would you still give everyone a prize?
Yes. Not everyone. I'll only give you a prize if you send it to me.
Yeah, I didn't mean like just like one person sends it to you and then everyone gets a prize.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Do you have questions? Kainoa, Christian, Bree, Amoy, Halame?
I thought I emailed you the foreign coin already.
Did you? Where is it from?
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Wow. Swiss money's worth quite a lot. All right, Kainoa. I don't know if you sent that to me. I'll look back and see. You have to send me an email, okay? Just send me another one. Christian, yeah? Bye. See you later. Bye, Bree. Bye, Halame. Head to
Bye,
specials.
everybody.
You have about 9 minutes before specials.